What's up, homies? Welcome back to another reaction from Heroes Reforged. We are doing episode number 6 of WandaVision. Seven. I want to let you know, if you want to check out the uncut reaction, you can go to patreon.com/Heroes Reforged. We're doing uncut reactions for every episode up to this point. Also, we're going to be doing reactions for Superman and Lois, Invincible, and The Falcon and the Winter Soldier when they all debut between now and the end of March, because I guess we're just crazy. I don't know.
You know, we like to give you content.
I don't even know what's going to happen here.
I don't either, but make sure you stick around to the end. We're going to talk theories and we're going to talk everything at the end. So after you watch this, we'll be talking about it. Let's just get to it because we don't know if these servers are going to stay up.
Please, Mr. Disney. Please work, Mr. Disney.
I'm praying to the gods of Kevin Feige and Walt Disney himself.
The frozen corpse of Walt Disney, please.
And Kevin Bacon, just for success.
And
Adam,
Kevin Bacon.
Count us in.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
We're going to get more and more peeks into the trauma that Wanda is suffering from.
I agree.
And that really is the backbone of this show and is so compelling. And oh my God. Okay, here we go.
Here we go. Everybody shut up. Everybody shut up.
Look, we've all been there, right? Letting our fear and anger get the best of us, intentionally expanding the borders of the false world we created.
Oh my God.
Wow. Okay.
It's like she's hungover.
With that wacky music.
My head feels weird. It's like really noisy. I don't like it.
His powers.
There's hexes all over that.
As punishment for my reckless evening, I plan on taking a quarantine-style staycation.
Oh my God.
That's
A whole day.
a little too close to home.
A whole day, good for you. Try 365 days. I feel like I shouldn't be looking.
I know, right? She still got her Halloween costume on.
Who's missing?
Oh, no.
Oh, everything's going wacky.
Wanda.
She's having trouble controlling it.
This world's gonna fall apart.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's falling
Sure
apart.
what that's about. It's probably just a case of the Mondays. Am I right?
Guys, so far, favorite intro, go.
And it's not the full name of the show, dude.
No.
Where's my
It's
boy?
just
Where's
Wanda.
Viz?
This is like a divorced mom.
Yeah.
Single mom show.
There's no Viz. It's just Wanda. Oh, there it is.
They got us. They got us. Created by Wanda Maximoff. Great.
Damn.
Wow. That wall is massive.
Jesus.
Wow.
Okay, he's okay. Near a circus.
Oh, nice. Here we go.
Oh, man. Oh, this is wild.
You're the new clown? At least you're already in makeup. You're late for rehearsal with the escape artist.
Please be Darcy. Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm not great at this gig, I gotta be honest. It doesn't really speak to my skill set.
Uncle P said that thing about re-killing Dad.
Don't believe anything that man said. He is not your uncle.
Ooh. Oh, come on.
I promise I won't bite.
Don't you dare put a hex on these kids, lady.
Okay, so she's taking a mental health day.
Can you imagine this was the next 34 minutes of this episode?
Just her watching TV.
I hope so.
She's losing it, guys. She's losing it. I want that fireplace.
I'm fine.
You're not fine, Wanda. No. No, you're not fine. Stop saying that. Also, who's she broadcasting to if nobody's watching?
R&D reports, all on the same project.
What project?
Codename Cataract.
Cataract.
Hector?
Checking the Rolodex. Nope. What? Oh God, oh
What
God.
we're gonna see? Oh my God, guys, it's happening. It's happening. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
This better not be disappointing.
Major Goodner, Captain Rambeau.
Goodner.
Thank you so much for coming. My mother would appreciate your loyalty.
She's not the only one we're loyal to, Captain.
So this is it. This is the person.
Unless the person's driving this bad boy.
Ah ha ha.
Jesus.
Let's go.
That's
Let's go.
What
Let's
the
go.
hell?
Okay.
Can breathe a little easier.
Yeah.
Everybody at Marvel was probably laughing at
I
everyone
know.
for hyping it up.
We don't
Well,
know.
they built it. They built it up themselves.
This
in the
show's all
series.
about misdirect, guys. I think it's gonna pay off, just not right now. He's knocking her out of it. Oh, here we
Bad
go.
back.
Part of me secretly wanted a guest spot on the show, but seriously, that sucks.
What is your name? Your real name?
Darcy Lewis.
Why doesn't Vision just like
Fly.
fly?
That wouldn't make it this funny though.
That guy is real adamant.
He's just playing the role. They're all just playing the role.
Yeah.
Oh, tell us about the furniture.
They
Tell us about
brought back the furniture.
Augustine.
It's hold on, let me see if
What
it
year
is.
are we going into? Come on, need the deets quickly.
Oh, that's what we saw in the trailer. The stairs are back. The mid-century modern stairs are back.
What the heck?
You in danger, girl.
You're losing
Molly,
it.
you in danger, girl.
I can't fix it.
Because it's too much.
Do you think
Because you need help.
Who was that interviewer?
You're not
Asking
supposed
her
to
if she
talk.
deserves it. Commercial time. Commercial time.
Like the world goes on without
Perfect modern commercial. I hate these pharmaceutical commercials.
Worst.
Wow.
Nexus.
antidepressant
Wow.
that works to anchor you back to your reality.
You know, in the comic books, the Scarlet Witch is supposed to be like a nexus being where she's present in every reality.
Nexus. Because the world doesn't revolve around you. Or does it?
Or does it, Wanda?
This commercial was about moving on and healing.
You're quiet, Agnes.
I can't read your mind?
On the inside.
Oh, no. Billy's going to be able to unlock them the way Vision.
Do you think our mom is okay?
You try telling a 10-year-old that his mother is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
I still use that line.
That's a great line.
Okay. This feels like
Spacesuit.
like Ant-Man and the Wasp when they
Yeah.
were going in the quantum realm. They had those suits.
Yeah. So this thing only takes one person?
And also because she's been through it,
Yeah.
I think that it's more, I don't know. That doesn't-
she's
If it
taking the
rescrambles
risk.
her molecules again, oh well.
Yeah.
it's going to turn into like an H3 Hummer.
Fearless. Go get him, Monica. Oh, she's just charging.
Will it go through?
Floor it.
Yeah. You got it.
Dominic Toretto, that shit.
What happened to sailing right through?
Hit the
Density
nos.
is matching her.
Hit the
Now
nos.
she's really gonna get her powers.
Oh no, she's not going through.
Ooh.
That dude not even looking up from the computer.
Yeah.
Jimmy, watch out.
Oh wow. Run. Don't hurt Jimmy.
Whoa.
It's have Astrovan.
She's just gonna go through.
No.
She's just gonna-
No.
She's going head first into that thing.
Monica, no!
Oh, Monica.
Dude, she's a hero, dude. I love Monica Rambeau.
Oh, baller.
There you go. Now
Here's
she's
the
Monica
transformation.
Rambeau. Guys, I'm really convinced that this is how we're gonna birth the mutants.
Yeah.
Whoa.
This is awesome.
Mom's lucky. When they were handing out kids, they gave her
Focus.
One.
There you go, homie. Yeah. Ooh. I like it. Her eyes have changed color.
Oh my
Nice.
god.
That was great.
That was a hero moment. That was a
Yes.
hero moment.
She can see the materials now.
The electromagnetic spectrum. Every waveform, every type of energy she can see.
Yep.
That is dope.
This is great.
I don't need a cameo now. I'm
No,
good.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm good.
I was also
Aspect
worried
ratio change. Boom.
I was also worried that extra Marvel stuff would take away from not only Wanda's story, but like Monica. Her
Yeah.
origin story is this show.
Somebody's trying to stop you from getting into town.
That Wanda is creating these impediments to stop me returning home.
Yep, 1,000%.
Go off road, Darcy. What are we doing? Come on.
Froden.
He looks at the camera
Yeah.
like
The
Jim
microphone.
Halpert.
Wait, what microphone?
He had a microphone.
He had a lav mic? He had a lav mic?
He needed to hear
gonna
that.
be so tragic.
This is going to be brutal by the time we get to the end.
Pietro! Pietro, no, that wasn't us. All you do is lie!
That wasn't us? Powers, baby. Okay.
She nullified that shit. Oh, God, here we go.
I don't want to see my favorites fight.
I do. I want to see Monica flex.
No, but this is such a good bluff
Yeah.
that she's calling
That's where you and Hayward differ.
because Monica
He's gonna
believes
burn Westview to the ground just to get
that
what he wants.
Wanda
Don't
is
let
still
him
good.
Make you the villain.
You're not the
You're
villain,
the
Wanda.
hero.
The villain, Wanda.
No, you're not the
No,
villain,
Wanda, shut up.
Oh shit.
It's Agnes.
It's Agnes.
The worst
Oh,
thing I can think of has already happened to me, and I can't change it. I can't undo it. I
She
can't
lost her mom.
control this pain anymore, and I don't think I want to because it's my truth.
You gotta let Vision go. Oh.
Wanda,
Young
you have
lady.
to.
I think you overstayed your welcome.
It was Agnes
It's
the
Agnes
whole time.
This doesn't concern me.
What the
It's
F?
Agnes, guys.
Don't make me hurt you.
All right.
No, Mom is with. It's Agnes. It's Agnes. So it's not Wanda stopping him.
Bro,
It's Agnes.
run them over. Okay, no, they're
Oh,
children.
don't run
okay.
over. No.
Okay.
Hector.
What am I doing here? Sitting, talking to you.
When you should fly,
Yeah.
bitch.
I need to get my life.
Nice. Amazing.
He hits the boom mic. So it was happening simultaneously. He was being interviewed and he was in the truck at the same time.
Please
Right back with that.
call me Agatha.
Agnes, we're the boys.
Where are the twins?
Oh, they're probably just playing in the basement.
Playing in the basement? No,
I've
they're
seen the
not.
movie Prisoners.
Guys,
no.
nothing
This is
good
too creepy.
happens in a basement.
No.
Too creepy. What in the hell is this Dungeons and Dragons bullshit?
This is the throne of a witch.
Oh, this is wild, yeah. This is an old castle or something.
Rolodex, quickly.
Is this Sokovian? Is this Latverian? What are we looking at? Is that the Wand of Watum in the back? It might be. What is this? Is that the Darkhold? Oh my god. Oh my god.
You didn't think you were the only magical girl in town, did you?
Here we go.
She has purple energy.
Yeah.
The name's
Agatha.
Agatha Harkness. Lovely to finally meet you.
Confirmed. Confirmed.
If you end right now,
Yes.
don't you fucking dare end.
Purple
Don't you
energy.
dare
We're
end.
about to have a
Don't
witch
you
battle,
dare
y'all.
end.
Oh. She's showing, yep. She has her own theme song.
See, all these theories were right about her still being able to interact.
Yeah.
Oh, it was her. She was the interviewer.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep.
And I killed Sparky too.
Oh, you bitch. You dog killing bitch.
That
Was
great.
Oh.
That
So
was
they can-
so
It's
fun.
so crazy to put everything behind this character because like she's a major player in Wanda's world in the comics, but I didn't think they would like bring her in to be such a pivotal character in this.
Honest question. Is anybody surprised?
Yes and no. Like
Yeah.
I said, I didn't think of Agatha to be this type of character. Like Agatha has always kind of strayed the line. She's an old school witch. Like she was around during the Salem witch trials. She's been through tough times as a witch, so she's not necessarily good, not necessarily bad. To me, it's just
And-
it's a bold move to put her in this situation.
To go off of what Augustine's saying, I feel like he's describing this type of character that I don't think we would have expected could fit in the MCU. Do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And
exactly.
for as far as we know, so far it's not even quite a one-to-one translation of the original comic book character. But look, she
Guys,
did have
are
a
you still-
European
wait,
style.
Are you still watching the credits?
Yeah.
There's a post-credit scene happening soon.
No.
Yeah. Bring up the
Are
volume.
you
bring up the
serious?
volume. Yeah.
Time in.
Oh my god! We're in. Monica.
She's gonna go down in the basement and help Wanda in this witch fight.
I love this purple energy. Oh! So this dude, this Evan Peters character
It's Mephisto.
is
It's
working
gonna be
for
Mephisto.
her. Is working
It's
for
go-
her. You think?
It's gonna be Mephisto.
It could be, man. That's wild. But
It's
to go back to what Augustine was saying and to answer your question, Adam, I think with these weeks and weeks of speculation, honestly, every time the lovely guys over at New Rock Stars or any of these crazy theory websites have said it's Agatha Harkness or it's Mephisto, I go, that's crazy because the MCU is not built to sustain that.
Right.
Not
right.
built to sustain, so far, eons old witches and the literal devil himself. In the same way that we didn't get Mephisto in the Infinity War movie, even though he was a part of the Infinity Gauntlet comic book with Thanos. We didn't get him courting death, even though that was from the comic books, because some of those concepts and story ideas, I think, were a little too much to sell
for the time.
Big audiences on. But now you have a show where you can take your time, build up a character, and I'm sure that the next episode and the episode after that's going to be the resolution, but the next episode is going to be who the hell is Agatha Harkness, and we're going to get the MCU version of what it is. Could it be that she is still thousands of years old witch? Maybe. At this point, maybe, because remember, the MCU is going to introduce Blade at some point, so that's vampires and that's supernatural and that's that whole world of Marvel. And if it honestly is Mephisto at this point, like those two working together, like Augustine was saying, these are characters that were important to Wanda's storylines for different reasons, but it didn't seem like they would ever lock into what the MCU Wanda Maximoff was.
Right.
So how are they going to explain that this character was in New Jersey or took Wanda to New Jersey or set up this, like, what is her powers? What's her play? What's her plan? How is this Evan Peters character connected? Is it Mephisto? Is it about bringing the souls from hell, Mephisto's souls, to the earthly plane? Is it like the comics, or is it going to be some other thing that ties into Wanda, her grief, Vision being around, which is still an unknown? The way that Darcy set everything up, she's like, I don't know what you are. I thought that she just turned the plug back on you, but you're, something different.
I mean, I feel like the theory that it's Agatha who basically brought Vision back to life is kind of clear at this point.
Yeah, because Wanda has no control over the things he does, and Agatha is actively stopping him from coming home. Right?
So you think anytime in the past when he was like, Wanda, I think something's wrong here, it glitched, you're saying that's Agatha, not Wanda doing that?
I'm saying that's Agatha kind of putting that life back into Vision, where he is still sentient and can still think on his own, but she can still put him in check because she ultimately has the power over him. Like, he can still ask questions, but ultimately the fact that he gets destroyed by the time he leaves the Hex means that Agatha can still destroy him at any point, because she's controlling this. It's been Agatha all along. Yeah, so like she's got the ultimate power in this situation, and she wasn't accounting for Monica becoming a mutant, which was awesome, and she's not accounting for Darcy being inside and really talking to Vision. And ultimately, I feel like Vision and Monica are going to be the ones to help out in this situation.
I want to go back to what you said a second ago, that Monica becomes a mutant. And I'll throw in my prediction or observation. I don't think that that's going to be the case. I know that a lot of people that are watching the show are like, oh, Wanda can be the explanation for mutants, the reasoning for mutants. Her powers are going to mutate people. Instead of saying no more mutants, she'll say no, more mutants, and create mutants. But the thing is that, like, if that happens, they've touched a little bit of this with the Inhumans in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show, and then that crappy TV spinoff Inhumans. But the thing about Inhumans is that people in the Marvel Universe that come into contact with the Terrigen Mists and then they'll turn into Inhumans, they already had Inhuman DNA in them from thousands and thousands and thousands of years in the past. So there was something in them genetically that was unlocked. So that's the way that is defined. Monica is still somebody in the comic books who like Spider-Man, like Captain America, like Hulk, these characters were like scientifically altered.
Yeah.
So they're still, they're not human, but they're still classified as like human people, but they were altered. Yeah. Whereas mutants are straight up, you're born with the genetic capability to manifest abilities and differences when you hit puberty. So I am hoping that the show and that the MCU doesn't actually try to explain, because the only explanation for mutants and X-Men in the comic books, because those comics are coming out in the early 60s, honestly, the explanation that Stan Lee and Jack Kirby and everybody else had was like, oh, we just got through the 50s, and that was the atomic age. So people were somehow affected by atomic bomb blasts and the fact that we were in the atomic age. So parents then had kids, and now they're about 15 years old, 16 years old, all these years later, they're coming into their puberty, then they get unlocked as mutants. But even then, that's why they were called the children of the atom. But even then, I'm like, that went away because we moved away from the atomic age as the Marvel timeline continued to stay with us and keep up with us. These characters are not aging to be 50, 60, 70 years old. They're still, I started as an X-Men 15 years ago, like that. So I'm hoping that the MCU does not do that at some point just allows beings to be born where they're like, they just have powers.
I think you're right, Hector. I think this is going to be a one and done person that changes. I feel like this story, as much as there's so many theories that there is going to be big global implications to this,
Right.
I feel like it's a very personal story of Wanda's healing, like Wanda's her tragedy, her everything that she's been through, and her having to deal with the repercussions of that, and also moving past it. Because if you remember the commercial was about moving past your trauma and going, like your life still goes on, basically. I feel like it's going to be supplemental for going into the multiverse of madness, but I feel like there's going to be things in here that are just for Wanda, and then it'll pay off maybe down the line, but not like saying, oh, well, you didn't get this in the movie because you didn't watch WandaVerse, and that's going to alienate a giant bunch of people, because even people who watch, us on YouTube aren't watching WandaVision. Like we like to talk about it because we feel like everybody's watching it, but there's a big sect of people who aren't necessarily watching the show.
Oh boy, Adam, you've been deadly silent this entire time.
I think a lot of the stuff that we had theorized and talked about, and I know all three of us, or at least one of us, was last week saying like Agatha's playing Vision, because I don't necessarily know the character from the comic books, but because seeing the name Agnes and then seeing Agatha Harkness, I'm like, okay. It's pretty clear that this is going to be that character.
Right.
So when this revelation happened, I wasn't necessarily surprised by anything. Now I'm intrigued to see the why. Why is Agatha doing this?
I think that's the important question.
This is crazy, man. What's Agatha's deal? What
Do you
she has a
do you guys know
dungeon
anything about the glowing book?
When I said, is that the Darkhold? I went, holy shit.
The fact that Sam Raimi's directing Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness and he's dealing with other books, I'm like, okay.
That's your boy. That's your
the
boy.
Darkhold is a very, it's like, it's something that Doctor Strange is very aware of. I'm sure he's even had stories that like dealt with it, but the Darkhold, to try to sum up, is that when the Earth was like created aeons ago, there was like Gaia, the spirit of Earth, and then there was a evil character named like Chthon, who was like all evil, pure evil, and a sorcerer and a wizard. And the sort of dark magic that he knew about and taught, and he like created demons and shit. A lot of his teachings were then like written down in a book, and that was passed on. So the Darkhold is like this ancient evil tome of like, if you get into that stuff, it is some dark stuff. And Wanda comes into the picture because her origin is really convoluted and muddled, and sometimes she's the daughter of Magneto, but other times, and recently, and I think currently in comic books, she is not the biological daughter of Magneto anymore, because the one version of her story that's kind of the real version is that when her and her brother were born twins, they were born on Wundagore Mountain, which was in like Eastern Romania or something. It's like an Eastern European country. And that mountain is almost like the Vibranium Mound in Wakanda type of an energy, but it is the Darkhold. And like Chthon, the ancient demon, is somehow in the center of that mountain, somehow like trapped or something. And he did a couple of things while he was there. He reached out to that guy who became the High Evolutionary like 100-something years ago, right? To come and do genetic scientific experiments to turn animals into people animals because of his sort of influence and pull, and he wanted him to experiment on that stuff. And then when these two twins were born, he kind of like put a lot of his evil mojo out there, and it got into Wanda, and then she was like open to being a sorceress, and that's kind of her mutant powers, but kind of is separate from her mutant powers. It's just the fact that she was like the same way that Doctor Doom is a tech guy, but he also uses magic. That was built into like Wanda's sort of origins. And so that years and years later, there were storylines where like, oh, Chthon is reaching out and he wants Wanda to come to Wundagore Mountain, and like she will turn evil and turn on the Avengers, and the Avengers have to come and help, and they defeated the bad guy. Like those kinds of storylines ended up coming up. I don't know if they're going to use this character. I don't know if Doctor Strange has anything to do with this character. They could probably take similar ideas that this character represents, because there's similar Marvel character villains, including Mephisto, including Nightmare, that are these really like other dimensional demonic characters that have power. And the MCU is going to do that story one time. They're not going to keep doing it with each different character. So maybe some of the Chthon Darkhold stuff is going to find its way into Dormammu. It's going to find its way into, they could remix stuff and kind of put it all on Dormammu because he's kind of a better character and more important. They could put it on Nightmare, who's the literal manifestation of nightmares, that human beings access when they go to sleep.
Yeah.
And
you
the
could get
villain
wacky.
of Doctor Strange, too.
Could be. Is he? Has that been confirmed that it is Nightmare? So, I mean, this could be Agatha Harkness is like is a pupil of Nightmare. I wish the show was in 3D. Telling you. At the end, when we cut to the "It Was Agatha All Along" song, I'm like, this is wonderful.
Yeah, it's great.
I
They gave
love
her
this.
own theme song.
I want to ask you guys, and I want to ask the audience, were you let down by the reveal of who Monica Rambeau's contacts were?
Interesting.
I feel like there was a lot of buildup.
Hey, listen, I'm still convinced. I'm still convinced that dude who designed that thing, or like helped put it into production or whatever, because she sent the specs, was maybe Reed Richards possibly, but he's just still like a pencil pusher.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that was like an army squad that came out there like, we're here in New Jersey. So it could still be a reveal of like, next episode's like Dr. Richards, and someone's like, how did it go? We could still see something like that.
Did my truck work? Did my vehicle work?
It got turned into half a truck.
Astrovan.
It got turned into an Astrovan, yeah.
And like the guy gets the truck back at Sword or like pictures, and he just goes, "Oh, that's fantastic!"
Like
that's
the
what's gonna
worst
happen.
design van of the '80s. I don't know.
Let us know your guys' theories, anything that you expect to happen in the next 2 episodes. Check out the Uncut Reaction on Patreon. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see you next week.
What an episode.